might not be like the most exciting part of having your own business,
Right.
but it's really important, and that is building business credit.
Yes.
Especially if you are like dreaming of, one day having these like high limit cards, where you don't have to, put your house up or whatever.
Yeah, put all your personal stuff on the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I know it can seem kind of overwhelming,
Yeah.
but I think today we're going to like break it down and show how you can get there.
Totally a journey worth taking.
Totally.
It is, and like any journey, having the right steps. I mean, we wouldn't try to climb Mount Everest without the right gear and training.
Yeah.
So building strong business credit is similar.
Totally.
It requires a solid foundation.
Yes.
And a strategic approach.
So let's talk about that foundation.
Okay.
Like before we even get to, applying for credit or anything like that.
Yeah.
What are the things that every business owner needs to have in place?
It boils down to, legitimizing yourself in the eyes of lenders and the business world.
Right.
Think of it as building a credit identity for your business that's separate from your personal finances. That means like having a formal business structure like an LLC or a corporation, an EIN number, a dedicated business bank account, and even a physical address.
Now, you said physical address.
Yeah.
Can't we just use a P.O. box?
A lot of times lenders will see a P.O. box and it'll throw up a little bit of a red flag.
Okay.
It can make them question the stability and legitimacy of your business.
I got it.
What a physical address provides a sense of permanence and transparency.
Makes sense.
It builds trust.
Okay, so we got all that set up. We got our,
Ducks in a row.
Our ducks in a row.
Yeah.
What are some of the first steps we can take to start building credit for our business?
This is what we call the seedling phase, where you're essentially planting the seeds for a strong credit profile.
Okay.
One of the best ways to do this is by establishing Net 30 accounts with suppliers.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that Net 30.
Yeah.
Can you explain it just in case
Of
people
course.
don't know?
Net 30 accounts allow you to receive goods or services from a supplier and then pay the invoice within 30 days.
Oh, okay.
It's essentially a short-term interest-free loan that also helps you establish a positive payment history.
Wow, okay.
And the beauty of it is a lot of these suppliers will report these payment experiences to business credit bureaus.
Right.
Like Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business.
So it's not even just like getting this stuff. It's like
exactly.
also establishing that like...
Credit history.
Totally.
Yep.
What are some other good first steps?
Another great option is a secured business credit card.
Okay.
Which functions similarly to a regular credit card, but you put down a CAF deposit as collateral.
Okay.
This minimizes the risk for the issuer and allows you to start building credit responsibly.
Got it.
And believe it or not, even setting up utilities like electricity and internet in your business name can contribute to your credit profile.
Really?
Yes. I had no idea. It's all about showing that you're legitimate and responsible.
So like everything you do
Yeah.
really counts towards building that.
Yeah.
Totally.
And consistent on-time payments are the bedrock of good credit.
Right.
Think of it as you're building a reputation for reliability. Lenders love to see that you can be trusted to meet your financial obligations.
Okay, so let's say we've been doing this for like 6 months to a year, we're paying everything on time. What's kind of like the next level?
You've graduated to what we call the gaining momentum phase.
Okay.
Now you've got a solid foundation. You've got some positive payment history under your belt.
Right.
Which opens up new opportunities.
Okay.
You might qualify for unsecured small business credit cards, though these may still require a personal guarantee.
Okay.
You can also request credit line increases with your existing vendors.
Got it.
And diversify your credit profile by opening trade lines with new suppliers.
So what's a trade line?
A trade line is basically an account that reports to credit bureaus.
Okay.
It could be a credit card, a loan, a Net 30 account, or even a utility account.
Got it.
Having a diverse mix of trade lines shows lenders that you can manage different types of credit responsibly.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So like you're showing that you're responsible in a bunch of different ways.
That's right.
Okay.
And then this is also where understanding credit utilization comes in.
Okay, what is that?
Credit utilization is the ratio of how much credit you're using compared to your total available credit.
Right.
So if you think about it like a gas tank,
Uh-huh.
you don't want to be running on empty, but you also don't want to be constantly filling it up to the brim.
Right.
Keeping it less than 30% full
Yeah.
signals to lenders that you're not overextending yourself and are managing your credit wisely.
That's a good analogy, the gas tank.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've been doing all the right things.
Yes.
we got our trade lines going.
Yeah.
We're keeping our credit utilization low. We're paying everything on time.
Yes.
What's next?
This is where things get really exciting.
Okay.
After 2 to 3 years of consistently excellent business credit behavior,
Yeah.
you're in a prime position to achieve those initial goals we talked about.
Yes.
High limit cards with minimal or even no personal guarantees.
So what are they looking for at this stage? Like, what does a business have to have?
They want to see that your business has matured
Okay.
and established itself in the market.
Okay.
They're looking for significant time in business, ideally 3 or more years,
Uh-huh.
as well as substantial revenue,
Okay.
often in the range of $1 million or more annually.
Wow.
Yeah, and of course, strong business credit scores,
Right.
which is a reflection of all your hard work and responsible financial management.
So, like, all this stuff that we've been talking about
Exactly.
all builds up to this.
It does.
What else are they looking at?
They will also consider your business assets,
Okay.
like real estate or equipment,
Right.
as well as your cash reserves.
Right.
All these factors help reduce their perceived risk
Makes sense.
and make you a more attractive borrower.
Okay, so like we've talked about what we need to do.
Yes.
But let's give people some real practical tips.
Okay.
Like, what are some things that, business owners can do right now to make sure they're on the right track?
It seems obvious, but pay your bills early.
Okay.
It avoids late fees and also shows lenders that you're proactive and prioritize your financial obligations.
Okay.
Also, keep that strict separation between your business and personal finances.
Right.
Don't commingle funds.
Okay.
What else? Stay organized.
Okay.
Meticulous record keeping can make a world of difference, especially come tax season, or if you need to apply for financing.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to build relationships with multiple banks.
Okay.
This can give you flexibility and access to a wider range of financial products and services.
Got it.
And keep a close eye on both your business and personal credit reports.
Right.
You'd be surprised how many errors can occur.
Okay.
And catching them early can save you a lot of headaches down the road.
Good advice. Okay, so what are some things that we should not do?
Do not miss payments.
Right.
Even by a single day, it can have a significant negative impact on your credit scores.
Got it.
Set up reminders, automate payments, or do whatever you need to do to make sure those bills are paid on time every time.
Okay.
Another no-no is maxing out your credit cards.
Oh, really? Even if you can, like, afford it?
Even if you can afford to pay it off.
Okay.
Using a high percentage of your available credit can actually hurt your score.
Oh, I see.
Aim to keep your credit utilization below that 30% mark we talked about earlier.
Got it.
Don't apply for too much credit at once.
Okay.
It can raise red flags for lenders as it may signal financial instability or desperation.
Right.
A slow and steady approach that you gradually build your credit profile over time is much more effective.
Got it.
And sustainable.
Okay.
And finally, be wary of understating your revenue.
Right.
It might be tempting to do so for tax purposes,
Mm-hmm.
but it can backfire when you're applying for credit because lenders rely on that information to assess your risk.
Got it. So honesty is the best policy.
Always.
So we've talked about all these little things, but like, what's the overall why?
Yeah.
Like, why is it so important to do all this?
Building strong business credit is about so much more than just qualifying for those high limit cards.
Right.
It's about building a future where your business has options and financial freedom.
Mm.
It can open doors to better loan terms, lower interest rates, and higher credit limits, which can be game changers
Totally.
for growth and expansion.
Yep.
It can give you greater negotiating power with suppliers,
Right.
allowing you to secure better pricing and payment terms.
Right.
And it can even make your business more attractive to investors or potential buyers down the line.
Wow. So it's really like setting yourself up for success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's creating a solid foundation
Uh-huh.
for long-term success.
Okay, so to wrap this all up,
Yeah.
remember that building business credit is a journey.
Yes, it is.
It's not something that happens overnight.
Takes time.
Takes time.
Patience and consistent effort.
Yeah.
But the rewards are well worth it.
Imagine having access to all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
The high limit cards, the favorable loan terms, and, the financial freedom
Yeah.
to pursue your goals.
And if you ever feel overwhelmed
Yeah.
or need personalized guidance,
Yeah.
don't hesitate to reach out to a financial advisor.
Yeah, it's big advice.
They can help you navigate the complexities of business credit
Totally.
and tailor strategies to your specific needs and goals.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into building business credit.
You're welcome.
We are excited to see what all of you listeners out there accomplish.
Yes.
So get out there and start building that business credit.
Yes, do it.
Okay, bye, everybody.
See you later.